In this video, I'm going to be telling you why the Puma Velocity 4 is probably the best value daily trainer you can buy. Okay, boys and girls, here is the Velocity 4, and I'm not joking, this is probably one of the best daily trainers you can buy in terms of value. So in this video, we're going to talk about what's new here, because this has had a big overhaul. We're going to go through the stats and features and that sort of thing. I'm going to tell you how I found this shoe. We're going to do likes, dislikes. I am going to tell you one issue I've had with the shoe, and no, it's not the sizing. And then we're going to wrap it all up at the end. I'm going to tell you why I think this is one of the best value daily trainers that you can buy. Okay, team, so yes, the Velocity V4. Now, this has had a big makeover versus version 3. This has always been that sort of, budget's the wrong word, it's over £100, but really good value daily trainer in the Puma lineup. And it's a bit of an unsung hero. I know it's got its fans, because I've seen you guys commenting about the shoe all the time. Oh yeah, I can go and get the Velocity 3 for this and that sort of stuff. It really has been a great value proposition from Puma over the years. And this year has received a big makeover. So let's get into the changes, shall we? So the Puma Velocity 4 basically gets 4 upgrades. Firstly, and this is the most important, I think, we get a full-length new Nitro foam in here, which is a much more responsive ride. The previous version had a dual setup. We had Nitro foam and Pro Foam Light in there. We had like an EVA base to it. Now, by putting that foam in there, the Nitro foam full length, we've dropped weight significantly. Mine now weighs 244 grams in my UK 9.5. So it's lighter. We've also got a new upper, which is more breathable, and it features the adaptive fit. And then on the outsole, we've got our old favourite, but newly designed Puma grip outsole. The shoe features a 36 to 26 stack height, which is the same as the previous model. That's a 10mm drop, which may upset some of you. And it's retailing here in the UK at £110. This is a UK 9.5, and strangely, it fits okay for me. And we'll come on to that with regards to the magnifier. We'll talk about that in just a second, so don't even bother in the comments. Right, and as I said, we'll come on to that fit in just a bit, because before that, we need to take a closer look. So here's our full-length Nitro foam, which is lovely. There's our new upper. We've got a great lockdown, as you'd expect. Good comfort on this shoe. Puma grip outsole. We've got a Puma logo on the back and on the front. And in there, you can see the Nitro foam. Right, so before we carry on, let's do the sizing issue. So Puma have got a problem because their sizing seems to be all over the place, right? Now this, for me, is fine. I do have to wear a slightly thinner sock with it, because on this side, this is just random, this side I can feel the upper, right? But in a thinner sock, I don't have any issues. And obviously, the more I've run in it, the better it's got, because the upper's moved and all that sort of stuff. But the big difference between this and the Magnify, and that's what I wanted to reference, because if you haven't seen the Magnify video, basically I said they're too small for me, and there's a good reason for that. On the Magnify, I have a piece of power tape that's pulling this side, the medial side, in, and it's made it too uncomfortable to wear, and it's actually pulled that upper in, and I can't wear them because I get pain after about 3 or 4 miles in the shoe. But with this, as you can see, I don't have power tape. So what that means is I've got a lot more flexibility in the upper. So now, while power tape is good because it adds structure to the upper, the fact that it's missing in this shoe has meant actually it's worked really well for me. Now, also weirdly with Puma, the Mag Max fits me like a glove. The Puma DV8 Nitro Elite 3 fits me like a glove. The Fast R3 is okay. I think I had a little bit of rubbing here, but in general, it's fine. But I do find Puma shoes are hit and miss. I know you guys find a lot of them narrow, but I'm just telling you how this UK 9.5 for me is okay. Right, that's the sizing done. Let's move on to the ride. I just love the ride. It's as simple as that. I can't dress it up any more than that. This Nitro foam's fantastic. It makes the Ghost 17 just feel like a brick on your foot. And that's a good shoe, right? It's firmer and all that sort of stuff. But as soon as you put these on, you're like, oi, oi, what's going on here? The responsive ride you get in this shoe that's £110 is hard to... work it out. They have done such a good job with this Nitro foam. At £110, the ride is brilliant. As I said, it puts shoes like the Ghost 17 to shame, really, because this Nitro foam is so bouncy, so responsive, and you can pick up the ride, you can just ease off, you can do anything you want in it. It's really, really good. So well done, Puma, for putting this in here because I love it. Okay, so next up, we're going to talk about that little concern I've got. So I've got about 20 miles in this shoe, and I want to show you, come on camera, can you see that? And can you see that? And can you see that? Now, what hopefully you've seen there is some unreasonable wear and tear, I would say, on this shoe, which is a bit weird because Puma grip is just phenomenal. But as I said, I'm about 20 miles in this shoe, might be more, but the fact that this is sort of, well, just tearing up here already, well, it's a bit of a concern in terms of durability. Now, you may think that's a normal thing, right? But I don't know, I've never experienced that on a Puma shoe this early. And I haven't been running these on like the trail or gravelly paths like I do a lot. I've been using these in London predominantly. And what that means is it's sweet, sweet tarmac and sweet, sweet pavement, which is beautiful. So that's a concern in terms of the durability, let's say, the fact that they're already getting ripped up a little bit, something we're gonna have to monitor, I think. But I'm not gonna let that detract from the fact that I really like this shoe. So let's get on to those likes and dislikes. Likes first, full length nitro foam. This upper, the fact it doesn't have any power tape on it. The comfort, I actually like the look of this shoe. I know this is the black version, but you know what? In other colorways, this looks pretty cracking. I simply love 110 pounds. I like the weight, I like the lockdown. And I just simply like the fact that they put a package together here at 110 pounds that I think most people, unless you've got a really wide foot, is going to be able to enjoy. Dislikes. Well, the only one I've got, and it's more of a concern, is this outsole issue. Maybe this is just a one-off because of I've been unlucky, I don't know, whatever. But that's the only thing in terms of dislikes. But I say that's more concern than a dislike. Because other than that, I've got none. And that tells you everything you need to know about how much I like this shoe. At 110 pounds, this is extremely hard to beat. If you're new to running, if you're somebody just doing park run, if you're somebody training for your first 10K, half marathon, somebody who has training for a marathon, you've got a big shoe rotation, this would slot in there. This works on so many different levels, I can't tell you. And I'm telling you now, what's going to happen is this is going to get discounted. If you're a 40 Runs affiliated club member, for example, you'll be able to go over sportshoes.com and get 15% off of this shoe at some point, right? This is going to end up in the sales and things like that. And you're going to be getting so much shoe here for such an incredible price. And like I said, I know this is not going to work for some of you because of the, you know, the fact that they do come up narrow. But as I said, I've got away with it. I don't know how. I think it's mainly to do with the power tape issue being resolved, basically. But if you can get this to work for you, I'm telling you now, at £110 without any discounts, and again, you can even get a 10% sportshoes.com discount over at FORDYRuns.com. If you head over to the review section, there's a 10% code in there, right? But even if you don't get a discount on this shoe, £110, you are getting such a great daily trainer. You really, really are. So there we go, people. Very excited 40 runs here about the Velocity 4. I love it. I think it's brilliant. I just don't think you can beat it. And what I love more than anything else is that Puma bring out a shoe that's £110. So it's not wildly out of the reach of people. It's not £150, £160 like some of these daily trainers are. It's, you know, I wouldn't say it's well within reach, but it's within reach of more people. Yeah, it's in reach of more everyday runners who are looking for a daily trainer that can just go out there and mop up those miles and do all the different things that we want to do when we go out there and run. And you can get a really good shoe at a really good price. So well done, Puma. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, team, that's enough from me. Let me know if you're going to be grabbing the Velocity 4. Maybe you've already got it. Let us know in the comments what you think about it, and I'll dive in there once this video drops. Don't forget to subscribe. We're close to 22 million subscribers now, so make sure you do subscribe. As I say, we go through that 22 million threshold. It's really important that you're part of the team. But that's it, everyone. I shall catch you all a lot later.